Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today on the bench we have not quite a pocket watch and not quite a clock either. This is an Omega 8-day travel watch. The silver hallmarks date this to 1899. The screws that hold the silver face onto the case are missing, and there is some paint damage underneath. I'll make a part 2 of this video going through the cleaning process of the outer case. Here is the watch itself, in the style of a pocket watch. The original crystal is present, but it's not fitted into the case. The leather handle on the outer case was broken as well, so we'll get a replacement for that. But for now, let's get started on the watch itself. The crystal is dirty and it has a lot of old glue residue left on it, but it's intact, so that's good. I'd imagine you'd have to have a replacement custom made, and that wouldn't be cheap. The dial has quite a few hairline cracks, but those should clean up nicely. It's also missing the second hand. Luckily I have a replacement for that. It's a little loose, but shouldn't be too hard to tighten up. I originally thought that this was damage to the dial, but it's actually a spot for a light bulb. There would have originally been a button here that you could press to illuminate the dial at night. Let's remove the hands and decase the movement. No rust on the hands is a good sign. Here's the movement currently running. Unfortunately, somebody scribed a service number on the barrel bridge. The winding wheel seems to be slipping against the crown wheel. I'll be giving this case a light polish to remove some of these scratches. I had to improvise a little bit here. This movement is so large that none of my movement holders would fit it, so I had to use this empty container. An interesting thing to note is that this center pinion here is not directly attached to the gear train. This wheel here actually transfers the power from the gear train into the minute and hour hands. We'll remove this intermediate wheel here. There's a lot of old lubricant on the underside. Next, we'll remove the clutch, spring, and yoke bridge. Followed by the spring and yoke themselves. Thankfully, that spring didn't fly off too far. Now we'll remove the clutch wheels. There was a small metal shaving attached, probably from the other wheel and the crown wheel. There's a good deal of wear on the teeth of this gear. I do have a spare one that's in a little bit better condition, so I'll use that. Now we'll move on to the gear train side. I'm expecting to see a similar amount of damage on this crown wheel. There are a number of damaged and worn down teeth, so I'll use the spare part that I had to replace it. The ratchet wheel doesn't have the usual slotted screw. With these types, you can just stick the tips of your tweezers in there and unscrew it that way. A bit of old lubricant on the underside, but everything looks fine otherwise. There is a decent amount of wear on the barrel arbor hole, so I'll close that up. With the plates removed, we'll inspect the gear pivots and jewels for any wear or damage. Everything looks surprisingly good. I want to give you guys a comparison of just how big this mainspring barrel is. This is a regular 18 size American movement, and this barrel is just a little bit smaller than the entire movement itself. That's everything disassembled. I'll be back once the watch is cleaned and reassembled. Here is the completed movement. The mainspring is unfortunately set, but parts for this watch are very hard to come by. The dial cleaned up very nicely with only a few hairline cracks still visible. I did touch up the paint a little bit on the 2 and 4 numerals, as well as on the indices here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and stick around for part 2 when I clean the outside case. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.